Well, on Saturday, what a moment we had. We were doing the Beats Pizza Eating Challenge right there on the stage at the Abaco Amphitheater in Jupiter, part of the Feast of Little Italy. Myself and Jbird got to get up there and do a little MCing, bringing the excitement. 8 competitors with a medium Beats pizza right in front of them. And, man, it was quite an epic contest.
They ended up making those pizzas large, which I think made it go on longer. But, it was a photo finish, so maybe large was the way to go. I had originally thought medium, but I don't know. I think the size of the pie made it more exciting.
And I don't even know how much of a photo finish it was because...
It was a photo finish.
Well, you have to clear your mouth.
Right.
And the one guy that I said won...
Did not clear his mouth.
He was still chewing. Like, I could still see him chewing even after I blew it. And there was still...
But he finished within 10 seconds, then his mouth was cleared. Keith finished, and then 10 seconds later, the other guy on the other end finished, the one that you had called early.
Yeah, so I was keeping a good eye on it. And so Keith, who was our eventual winner, was at one end of the table. And then we had Ryan at the other end of the table. And Ryan was doing what competitive eaters do. He was dipping his pizza in water, and it was gross, and he was wiggling his body to try to get the pizza down. And, that's just hardcore. He was going at it. And
he was a show. Yeah. He was a show. He was entertaining.
He grabbed the attention. And so I think a lot of eyes were fixated on him. Meanwhile, on the other end of the table, you had Keith down there just slow and steady. And I took a look over. I was like, wait a minute. He's right there, even though it looks like Ryan has finished. And Jbird had said Ryan has got it. I'm like, wait a minute. We got to make sure that he's cleared his mouth.
Because his mouth was still food. He had so much pizza stuffed into his mouth. Yeah. It was going to take him minutes.
That was it.
To swallow it all. Mm-hmm. It was not clear. And in the meantime, Keith was just little bites and swallowing, little bites and swallowing, little bites and swallowing.
Yep. And the other thing, too, is if you look at who won the contest, Keith, his box was completely empty. The one I call, I'm sorry, what was his name? Ryan. And, and I feel so bad for calling it wrong on Ryan. There still was some little cheeses in there. Mm-hmm. I do think Keith really won it fair and square. And I completely Steve Harvey'd that thing and called the wrong winner. And felt so bad about it.
Me and Kevin were laughing because in the span of 30 seconds, you had spilled somebody's water, dropped your sunglasses, and called the contest wrong. I looked at Kevin. I'm like, that's your boy.
I just don't want to tell you.
That's right. It's entertaining.
That's the other thing. And I want to give a shout out to all the people from our chat room that came out. They made me feel so much better. They go, Bird, don't feel bad. Whatever, dude.
Thank God they did, because I was like, you big dummy.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
All right, because I feel really bad about it. I'm not kidding you. It just haunted me my entire weekend.
Look, I love controversy. That created controversy. I think we should have both those guys back next year. I think we should do medium pies and see how that goes. I would love it if all those guys, except for a couple of them, came back next year.
Yeah, and if Ryan, if you're listening, once again, I do apologize for calling it wrong.
Ryan's name was Ryan Starr.
That's right.
Which sounds like some kind of famous guy. Mm-hmm. And then our winner was Keith Slaymaker.
Yeah.
Which also
Great
sounds
names.
like some kind of star.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tough competitors.
Well, when you do look at it, though, we've got quite a glowing history of many interesting stage moments that have happened for KVJ.
We blow it a lot.
I made a little list, and I know for a fact that I'm missing some.
Okay, so if we had to rank these, we're going to add our newest one, Jbird.
Pizzagate. As people...
Stop saying Pizzagate. That's the wrong term.
People in the crowd were calling it that.
Pizzagate means something completely different in the news right now.
What does it mean?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it. Yeah.
Is it political?
Yes. Very, and very troubling, too.
I don't know about that.
Yes, I can tell. Because you keep saying it.
Well, the crowd was saying it.
Okay, so we got Jbird incorrectly calls the pizza eating contest the Feast of Little Italy. We do have another pizza one. Remember Super Pie when he fell on top of Virginia at Clematis by Night? And then you got up and punched him in the face?
3 times.
I did. I had, my shoes were too big. And I was going to pie Kevin, but the little switcheroo, oh, we're going to pie Virginia. Well, no, you're not. And you're going to fall down on top of her off of the stage. We both fell very hard.
We fell probably about a foot from a guy in a wheelchair. That would have been epically bad.
And then she got up and punched me, I think 3 times, I want to say. I know you stuck me twice real good in the face.
I got up and my elbow was bleeding, and that's all I need to see is my own blood, and then I'm pissed.
We never wanted to get out of a situation so quick.
That was something.
The people that sponsored that was Meals on Wheels, because they were doing that pie thing for Thanksgiving where they sell pies and they collect all the money for the charity
Lovely
to
cause.
bring food to shut-ins. It's a lovely cause.
And it wasn't really even our audience, so that's why everyone was confused.
They didn't know us.
They go, did that guy just tackle that woman?
And did she just punch him in the face?
3 times? Yes.
The best is the audio of Kevin on the microphone. He goes, oh, and there goes Super Pod. Oh.
When I was looking out the crowd, I just saw all their concerned, confused faces. What is going on? This isn't the family entertainment I was expecting.
Nope. That's what you get when you have KVJ. You get excitement, you get controversy, and you get something to tell your friends about.
I know we've released it many times. We have to re-release you punching me.
I love it.
Yeah. There was a time that Virginia flashed the kids at the Christmas show down on Clematis Street.
I was dressed as an elf.
Mm-hmm.
I had gotten dressed really quickly with the rest of the booty crew backstage. We were all elves, and I got dressed so fast, I forgot to put on underwear. And they were like, you got to get on stage. Go, go, go. And so I ran out to get on stage. And, you know, we're up there just doing what we do, dancing, entertaining. Bigfoot, Jim Romano, your kidney brother, grabbed me and lifted me up as a part of the whole fun and games. And I forgot I didn't have drawers on.
All of a sudden, I'm on the stage, and I look at like 30 people go, what?
Right.
Christmas came early that year.
Sorry, kids.
I had a good moment at Dirty Martini. I remember when I was going to be announcing the Clean Bandits on the stage, and they postponed the show by a couple hours. And I'm like,
you were drinking Tito's like it was water.
It might be the drunkest I've ever seen
You were pretty drunk.
well, because they said, hey, you don't mind hanging out here for 2 hours for free, do you? I'm like, no, that's fine. Just give me some vodka. I'll be fine. I'm not going to be fine. But I made up sitting there for free, and then by the time I got on stage, I thought I was all good. I'm going, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm at Dirty Martini introducing the Clean Bandits.
That's confusing.
That's a lot for a guy that's been knocking down a lot of Tito's.
I got there a little bit later than you did, and I go, man, Kevin's hair looks a little wet. His face looks a little flush.
Oh, it's so hammered.
He's smiling?
Yes. I had a great time.
Oh, I had a great time with you, too.
Oh, I had a great time.
It was very fun.
The band didn't love it so much.
No, the best was in their British accent scolding me, going, we are the Clean Bandits.
Not the Dirty Bandits.
Oh, that's right. It's Dirty Martini. You're the Clean Bandit. It's very confusing.
You dumb DJ.
I'm very drunk. We've had Jbird thrown out his back in the middle of a snack pack show. I remember one time. Was that the time you had to be carried down Clematis Street to our other gig?
It was.
Yes.
That was the to-do. But
Oh,
yeah.
something, yeah. How about that? So many great stage performances. There also was the time that we had the wrestlers fighting the snack pack.
Yeah.
We didn't know that it was going to be a real fight. We thought it was wrestling, you know, which is scripted and fake. And they had a plan going into the ring, but something went sideways. And then all of a sudden, it was a real brawl.
Yeah, something went sideways, meaning none of us worked out any of the endings or any of the moves, and then everybody just went. My guys probably went rogue and started that whole thing.
It was just kicking, punching, slamming.
And the alien
whacking.
took a folding chair to the back of the skull.
Dude,
Yeah.
they body slammed me on the concrete of the parking lot.
Oh, I know.
And
Yeah.
then
The real concrete.
there's a clip of Magnolia watching all of it. Virginia's daughter. Going, what's going on?
Magnolia started crying. I had to bring her inside Mulligan's because I was so afraid of her being scarred for life.
I think I was crying too.
And then once again, you hear just Kevin on the microphone because my boy, once again, our kidney brother, Bigfoot, takes off the Bigfoot mask and is trying to fight one of the real wrestlers. And all you hear is Kevin go, Bigfoot, no! Bigfoot, get Bigfoot down! Bigfoot, no!
He was on top of their bus trying to punch him through the window.
He chased the bus.
He chased the bus, caught the bus, and then wanted to punch them through the window.
Look, they messed with his kidney brother.
That's why I got to tell you, whenever KVJ is going to be on a stage, don't miss it.
This is how we do. It's the KVJ Show.